A wave of new school artists, often called mumble rappers, flooded the hip-hop scene fast. While some fans admit the beats are catchy, many in the hip-hop world question whether that's enough to call them real rappers.
Radical and ball mains. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Hip-hop seasoned fans see it as lazy, a huge downgrade from what hip-hop truly represents. I mean, just check this out.
We what you call a mumble rapper. Just yeah. So you say yeah after everything and make it wrong. It don't matter what it is. And for real, you can say anything. I just went to the store. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
And you already know the OGs in the game aren't afraid to call it out, especially when guys like Rich the Kid start talking nonsense about how the OGs are intimidated by them.
I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. Some other artists and artists that's been in the game, you know what I'm saying? They feel intimidated by younger artists coming in the game, taking it over.
From legends like Snoop Dogg.
That's what's wrong right now. Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same. I said, me in the studio one night trying to do that. I'm like, man, cut this shit off.
To Eminem.
So, finger bang, chicken wang, EGK, Ikaze, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne.
And plenty of others have weighed in, and for good reason. When the pioneers of hip-hop see a new wave coming up, they expect real talent and effort. If you're not bringing the heat, trust me, they'll let you know.
Mumble rap.
I mean, in
Take the out of your mouth and speak clearly, young man. This mumble, blah, blah, blah. Speak clearly, let me hear what you're saying.
Here are moments when dumb rappers got clowned by legendary rappers, kicking things off with Snoop Dogg. This all went down when the Island Boys decided to drop a freestyle of their viral song Island Boy by the Pool.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy.
But when the clip made its way to Snoop and Kevin Hart during a segment where they reacted to 2021's most viral TikTok videos, they couldn't hide their embarrassment.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy.
And the second the footage ended, they were already cracking jokes.
I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island.
Now, when Fly caught wind of the segment, he wasn't having it. He fired back, aiming most of his frustration at Snoop and even went as far as threatening to beat him up.
And if Snoop Dogg would have said that to me in real life, on set I would have faded. I would have beat his ass on everything. I swear to God, my life I would have. I swear to God, if I ever see him, it's on sight.
Bold words, but Snoop, being the unbothered king and seasoned vet that he is, didn't even flinch. And it looks like the Island Boys got a message behind the scenes because Fly eventually backed down and issued an apology.
Hey, my fault. I didn't mean to be mean to Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg. You know, it's just, he's an inspiration, you know. He kind of put me down with the way he was talking about me, so, you know, at the end of the day, I am a human being.
Then there's Eminem, who has never been shy about his disdain for mumble rap. He made that loud and clear on his album Kamikaze, where he went on a lyrical rampage, calling out mumble rappers left and right, from taking shots at Lil Yachty.
So I can see why people like Lil Yachty, but not me though. Not even dissing it, just ain't for me.
To mockingly interpolating Migos' hit song Bad and Boujee.
Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, cyclops, they big, iPod.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box.
And even flipping Lil Pump's flow from Gucci Gang just to show how ridiculous he thought it all was.
So, finger bang, chicken wang, EGK, Ikaze, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne.
Of course, some of the younger rappers weren't too happy about it. Lil Pump, for example, jumped online to talk trash about Eminem, claiming nobody listens to Eminem anymore.
Hey, Eminem, you is lame as hell. Ain't nobody listening to your old you lame as
But after getting roasted by the internet, he suddenly developed selective amnesia about the whole thing. When asked about it, he acted like he didn't even remember what went down.
Eminem, Lil Pump, like what was that about?
Who?
Eminem.
I remember that.
But when it comes to rap beefs between mumble rappers and Eminem, MGK takes the crown. Bringing up M's daughter and more didn't sit well with him, and he clapped back with Not Alike, a scathing diss track that tore MGK apart for the Haley tweet and plenty more.
And I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly.
MGK, to his credit, didn't back down. He dropped Rap Devil, a bold response that left everyone shocked he had the nerve to go after one of the greatest to ever do it.
Mad about something I said in 2012, took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss.
In the track, MGK accused M of being out of touch, claimed his last 4 albums were trash, and even took a jab about being able to hook up with M's ex-wife Kim.
That's gone crazy. Yeah, Haley, you right. Dad's always mad, cooped up in the studio yelling at the mic.
But you already know Eminem wasn't going to let that slide. He came back harder with Kill Shot, a diss track that tore MGK apart.
You don't whack me. It's funny but so true. I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you.
From mocking MGK's career to dismantling his arguments line by line, M left no doubt about who won that battle.
Out petty who with your corny lines. Slim your roll. Out Kelly ooh, but I'm 45 and I'm still out selling you.
Later, M addressed the beef in an interview, explaining his side of the story and making it clear he had no regrets about the way things played out.
I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Like I'm trying to hinder his career.
MGK, on the other hand, ended up pivoting his career to rock music not long after. But aside from the mumble rapping, another big reason the OGs don't rock with these new rappers is the lack of talent. Take Rich Homie Quan, for example. When he pulled up to Tim Westwood TV for a freestyle, he started off hyped, even giving Bryson Tiller a quick shout out before jumping in.
Shout out to Bryson Tiller. You know what I mean? You did your thing, bro. But I'm finna do my thing on it. You tell me how you feel.
But the longer he went, the worse it got. It was like he ran out of steam almost immediately.
Customers, I keep on waiting for me. That double cup, you know it waiting for me.
And it was so bad that they had to disable the comments. That alone says everything. The whole thing had fans questioning just how bland hip-hop had become.
Yo, is this real? Is this real? This can't be real, bro. What the hell happened?
But if you thought that was bad, you clearly haven't seen what Designer did in 2022 on the same show.
Designer up in the building, what family?
What
up, baby?
Oh
my days, oh my days. Styles on top of styles.
What it is? Hey.
At first, it looked like he might actually pull it off. He had the energy, the confidence, the whole vibe. But just a few seconds in, it went full-on train wreck mode.
Moonwalking, seeing moon people. I be chilling with the Jews people. Smoking Jew kids, Jews people. You be talking about the news people.
He kept going, and by the end, people were left wondering how he ever blew up in the first place. Social media wasted no time roasting him, making it clear just how badly he flopped.
The dead man come and get me. Dead man come and get me.
But if you thought that was the worst, think again. Because Smoke Perp's moment was just as ridiculous. He also pulled up to Tim Westwood TV, and at first everything seemed cool. He was chill, vibing with the host and talking big about his freestyling skills.
I just tied you for the 1 hour freestyle.
On and popping. When you came into this building, you was ready.
Yes,
I see that.
Yeah.
But when it was time to actually spit some bars, yeah, that probably should have never happened.
Put me in the mother limelight. You can move me in the mother limelight. Cause I really wanna blow pipes.
What he delivered had fans cringing hard. And just like with Rich Homie Quan, the YouTube comments section had to be locked. And then there are the mumble rappers who go out of their way to disrespect the OGs of the game. Take Lil Xan, for example. He's the guy behind the hit Betrayed, but he stirred up a massive storm of controversy when he had the nerve to call Tupac's music boring in an interview. If that wasn't bad enough, he rated Pac a 2 out of 10 on what he called a clout meter.
This is boring music.
For those who don't know, clout is basically a way to measure someone's influence or cool factor. Obviously, this didn't sit well with anyone who respects hip-hop history. Twitter went wild, with people from all generations coming out of the woodwork to roast him. One tweet summed it up perfectly. People shouldn't be shocked about Lil Xan disrespecting Tupac. You all have enabled these little culture vultures to get way too comfortable to the point where they can be as disrespectful as they want. Another user wasn't holding back either. This coming from a rapper named after a drug. Tupac was a poet with university classes studying his boring raps, something you'll never know or have. Realizing he had seriously messed up, Lil Xan tried to make amends by performing Tupac's iconic California Love at one of his shows. But by then, the damage was done. Fans weren't buying it, and the backlash kept rolling in. Things escalated even further when Xan nearly found himself in a shootout in downtown Los Angeles. He and his girlfriend, Annie Smith, were at a gas station when someone recognized him and brought up the Tupac comments.
Hey, homie, you a Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Xan didn't say much at the time, but later he admitted on Instagram that he had pulled out a gun to protect himself. He claimed, "The media's gonna twist what just happened at a gas station. I was about to be attacked and had to defend myself. F all you old head B still talking about that Tupac-ish. Live your own life and stop picking on a kid." A week later, in an interview, Xan tried to backpedal, claiming, "I never dissed Tupac. They edited the clip to make it look like I hate all old school hip-hop.
Nothing wrong against Tupac. I never dissed him because they edited the clip to make it look like I hate all old school hip-hop."
But by then, it was too late. He'd already cemented his place as one of the most disrespectful newcomers in the industry. Then there was XXXTentacion, who didn't shy away from controversy either. During a heated January 2018 interview with DJ Academics, Pac's name came up and X got visibly irritated. "I'm better than Tupac, bro," he said. "Please don't compare me to him. Please don't."
Bro, I'm better than Tupac, bro. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't. Tupac can't make rap music.
As you can imagine, fans and critics alike weren't having it. One fan took to Twitter saying, "X does this, X says that, X takes a-ish at McDonald's. Effing give it up already. No one gives a F about this weak and beater or his B opinions." Another person broke it down, explaining, "I get that music changes over time, but what this kid doesn't get is that Tupac was speaking to a whole other generation and a whole other time. No rapper today can compare to him unless they were around in 1996 and lived through what was happening back then. These rappers now just make these statements for attention." Another fan didn't hold back at all, calling X the most retarded rapper today. Then there's Lil Yachty, who's made it pretty clear he doesn't care for old school hip-hop, and he's not shy about saying so. Yachty caused an uproar in the hip-hop community with his dismissive attitude toward rap legends. He went on record saying he thinks Biggie is overrated, which is practically sacrilegious in the world of hip-hop. And if that wasn't enough, Yachty openly admitted he's not familiar with either Tupac or Biggie's catalogs. He couldn't even name 5 songs from either of them.
Drake is better than Tupac and Biggie. They ain't got shit on Drake. They ain't got shit on Drake. They don't have shit on Drake. What can they do that Drake can do? Drake rapping, singing.
His excuse was that he was busy doing other things and didn't see learning hip-hop history as a priority. "But if I do it my way and earn so much money, why should I do it the way everyone says it should be done?" he said, shrugging off the criticism. But if we're talking about disrespect, Kodak Black might take the crown. He's thrown shade at both Tupac and Biggie in a way that made it clear he doesn't care about the legacies of these icons. Kodak started off by making some offhand comments, but then he doubled down during an Instagram live session. He outright claimed he's better than Tupac and Biggie, and even went as far as to say the only reason they're considered legends is because they're no longer alive.
People trying to say, "Oh, I can't put myself in a category with Tupac now." Actually, I'm better than them. You know why? Because I live what I rap about. Them niggas was just them niggas just legends, cause they died.
As expected, those comments didn't sit well with anyone who respects the history of the genre. And Kodak's pattern of stirring up drama didn't stop there. He's also taken shots at Lil Wayne, calling him washed up and irrelevant. Wayne might have chosen to stay silent on the matter, but his daughter, Reginae Carter, wasn't about to let it slide. She clapped back, saying Kodak's new album sounded like it was trying to copy her father's old style. Next up, let's talk about Ola Runt, who had a run-in with none other than Gucci Mane. Now, Gucci is known for his no-nonsense attitude and doesn't hesitate to put people in their place when they step out of line. Back in 2019, Gucci saw potential in Ola, a rising rapper from Atlanta, and decided to sign him. Gucci even hopped on a few tracks with him to give his career a boost, but things started to go sideways during an Instagram live session. The two were chopping it up when Gucci mentioned he might finish up a song they were working on later that night. Instead of playing it cool, Ola started acting up, talking crazy and pressing Gucci about finishing the track. Now, Gucci being Gucci wasn't about to let that slide. Right there on the live, he checked Ola, letting him know that kind of disrespect wouldn't fly.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that on live, man.
Man, gonna tell me, hey, run the business, don't try to run my life. What kind of time you gonna do that wrong, man?
No, man, hell nah, I wasn't saying like that.
You'd think Ola would take the hint and cool off, but nope, he kept up the same attitude. Gucci eventually decided he'd had enough and dropped him from the label altogether. Since then, Ola's career hasn't exactly taken off, and it's clear that going up against Gucci Mane was a terrible move. This isn't the first time Gucci's had to check someone, though. There was another moment at a radio station meet and greet where Gucci was signing autographs and taking pictures with fans. Out of nowhere, this guy walked in and started freestyling loudly, trying to get Gucci's attention.
It was up all way one. I ain't talking about my young can't nigga cut their dog.
Bad timing doesn't even begin to cover it. Gucci wasn't in the mood for any of that. He quickly shut the guy down, telling him nobody wanted to hear his raps right then and there. The dude looked crushed, and honestly, it was a lesson in reading the room.
If you ain't know, that's right now. Not now, bro. This ain't no freestyle. I thought you knew.
But Gucci doesn't just put up-and-comers in their place. He's gone toe-to-toe with rap legends too. Back in 2005, he found himself in one of the most infamous beefs in hip-hop history with Jeezy. Things got intense when Jeezy dropped a track and put a $10,000 bounty on Gucci's infamous ice cream cone chain. That bounty led to a wild situation where 5 guys showed up at Gucci's place trying to snatch the chain. It turned physical, and Gucci ended up fighting them off. In the heat of the moment, he managed to grab his gun and fired a shot, hitting one of the attackers, Pookie Lock. A few days later, Pookie Lock's body was found behind a middle school. Gucci turned himself in and claimed self-defense. The courts agreed, and he walked free on those grounds. But Gucci didn't just let it end there. He dropped a diss track targeting both Jeezy and Pookie Lock, making it clear he wasn't going to forget what happened. Fast forward to 2020, and the beef reignited during a versus battle between Gucci and Jeezy. The two went head-to-head playing their biggest tracks, but Gucci decided to perform Truth, his diss track that explicitly mentions the Pookie Lock incident. After finishing the track, Gucci doubled down, telling Jeezy he's still smoking on Pookie Lock, a blatant reminder of their violent history.
I tell you what, put that in the dirt. I tell you what, smoking on Pookie Lock tonight. I tell you what.
Jeezy tried to keep things cool, suggesting they move past it since it had been 15 years. But Gucci wasn't having any of it. He told Jeezy straight up that if he couldn't perform Truth, there was no point in doing the Verzuzi battle at all. The tension was real, and Jeezy looked visibly uncomfortable, clearly not expecting Gucci to come that hard. Now let's switch gears and talk about Trav, a former G-Unit member who got checked by 50 Cent. Everyone knows 50 Cent doesn't back down from conflict, and he's always ready to call someone out. One notable moment happened on stage with Meek Mill. They were performing when, out of nowhere, 50 turned to Trav, said something, and then pushed him away.
Listen, hold up. Stop the music. Hold up. Hey, listen, 50 though.
The tension was thick, and it was obvious 50 wasn't joking around. Meek Mill and others on stage quickly tried to calm the situation, with Meek even stepping in to say that he and Trav were like family. Thankfully, Meek managed to defuse things before they escalated, but it was a reminder that 50 isn't someone to mess with. Another time, 50 was out having dinner with Nicki Nicole, just minding his business, when an up-and-coming rapper ran up on him, upset that 50 wasn't giving his music a listen. Things got heated as the guys started squaring up, asking if 50 was going to hit him. He kept pushing, telling 50 to check out his Instagram, and when 50 still wasn't interested, the rapper accused him of being unfair.
Look at my IG at least. Look at my IG at least. That's a hit me, go ahead. You can fight. I don't care. Nah, I don't care about the camera.
The whole thing was caught on camera, with the rapper's friend filming it, clearly hoping to create a viral moment. 50 firmly put the guy in his place, letting him know that this aggressive approach wasn't going to get him anywhere. Luckily, no punches were thrown, but the clip went viral anyway. The rapper later tried to milk the moment, posting a video on Instagram challenging 50 to a fight and hoping to use the attention to promote his music.
Like, yeah, I grew up listening to your music. I salute you, feel me? But when I approached you, I was like, yo, I want you to look at my Instagram. That was it. But you was getting gangster, my hey, don't fly over here, my G.
And then there's Offset, who had a backstage run-in with none other than Jay-Z. Now, most people today see Jay as a billionaire businessman and hip-hop mogul, but he's still got that edge from back in the day. In 2018, a video surfaced showing Jay pressing Offset backstage. There was no audio, but you could see Jay walking Offset down while Beyonce stood in the background watching. Rumor has it that the tension was over a track Offset was planning to make for Cardi B called Cheese My Beyonce. Neither Jay nor Offset ever spoke publicly about what happened, leaving fans to speculate. Whatever went down, it's clear Offset still respects Jay-Z. Even though Jay checked him, it didn't seem like something Offset held a grudge over. The video and the surrounding rumors just reinforced what everyone already knew. Jay-Z is still someone you don't mess with, no matter how long he's been in the game.